In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into one of the most important control interfaces of the simulation, the time panel. First, we can collapse the panel to get a better view of the 3D layout scene. Under Company Information, we can specify the general description of the company, which will help contextualize the simulation. In the AI General settings, we can select the default model that will be used for the simulation. Here, we can also ask general questions about the entire office. If we check the prompt, we'll find plenty of information about the employees, meetings, documents, the sprint with its tasks, and the overall project. It's recommended to customize the information provided in the prompt to avoid confusing the model or causing it to produce hallucinated responses. After submitting a question, you'll have the option to copy the text from your browser into a local document, so you can use it however you need. In the Employee Analysis section, you can review all the contributions made by a candidate who ran the simulation through an avatar. You can then analyze their performance and record the results in the backend for the company's consideration. In the Cost and Storage section, we can check the expense history of different prompts. As we can see, recent operations used a high-performance model that's significantly more expensive than the cheaper option. Let's switch back to the more economical model to control costs. In the calendar, we can view all the meetings organized for our sprint. We're close to the end of the sprint, and all meetings have been completed. We can include social meetings in the calendar view, in this case, lunch meetings. Let's open one of these and check the conversation log. The contributions made by the candidate who used the simulation are highlighted in a different color. Now, let's focus on the work meetings and open one where the candidate participated. At the top, we can see a summary of the meeting, showing how the candidate contributed to the overall discussion. We can also open the conversation log to review each of their individual contributions in detail. Back in the main calendar view, we can filter meetings by group, programmers, producers, designers, or testers, and see which meetings are assigned to each team member. We can also switch the calendar view to show the progress made by the different people. Returning to the main scene, let's open the task board. We're near the end of the sprint, but there are still a few tasks left to complete. Let's open a task that's in progress and force the completion of a document. A prompt will appear asking whether to complete it manually or using AI. We'll choose the latter. Once the document is finished, the next one in the queue will automatically begin its progress. Back in the main scene, under Documents in Progress, we can see that the documents have been updated and that progress has already started on the new one. Now, let's check the Global Documents section. Here we have the 3 documents generated by the AI model, which were used to create the various tasks for the sprint. To create a new document, press New Document. Then, fill in the name, description, and content fields, assign an owner, and save the document. After saving or modifying a document, an AI summarization process will automatically trigger to update the summaries for that document. If we open the document again, we can review the summary result. Since our sample document had no actual content, the AI generated a speculative summary. Back in the main scene, let's open the Groups panel. Here, we can select each group and see information about its members displayed in the 3D layout scene. To create a new group, click New Group, name it, and then press Add to include it in the list. To add a member to a group, simply select an avatar in the scene and change the group it's assigned to. Let's remove the group now to keep the simulation organized. We can view the tasks assigned to a specific avatar by pressing this button. We can also check their upcoming meetings. In this case, there are none left since we're at the end of the sprint. Here we have the Exit button. And the most important one, the Save button. This button allows us to play and pause the simulation. This is the Edit Layout button, which allows us to modify the scene layout. To learn more about editing the layout, please refer to the video linked in the description below. If we click on the project name, we'll open the screen used to manage all projects. We can define multiple projects, each with its own sprint, to better simulate your real workflow framework. You can customize each project's color to help differentiate its tasks and meetings. You'll notice that the meetings and tasks adopt the project's assigned color. This feature makes it easier to distinguish tasks belonging to different projects at a glance. Let's restore the color to white to keep a clean and consistent color scheme for this video. Finally, you can reset the entire simulation by clicking on the date and selecting the day you want the simulation to start. Since the sprint originally began on October 27th, let's select that date. After making the selection, you'll notice that all task progress has been reset, and the meetings are once again incomplete. This is the final step to replay your simulation from the beginning as many times as you need, allowing you to use the tool to continuously improve your workflow.